Hey, what's up? This is Brian Pfeiffer with VegasVIPServices.com, and I'm standing here today right in front of the Absinthe tent right there in my background there. You can see the kind of the circus tent, and I went and checked out that show about a week ago, and tonight I went and checked out the Opium show, which is the same company. It's called Spiegel World, and that's a big company that does some of the shows around here, and they have Absinthe and Opium and I believe Atomic Salon and some other shows. Pretty big production out here. It was a great show. I've seen it twice, and I enjoyed it every time. Okay, so I'd say it's one of the better shows out here in Vegas. It's not quite as a big a production as like a Cirque du Soleil, if you will, because that's more of a lot of acrobats, a lot of actors and whatnot. This is kind of more like specialized acts, if you will, a little more humor, a little more, you know, grungy comedy type of stuff, and it's a great show. So this video is going to be all about Absinthe. And, you know, I sell tickets to Absinthe. We do have packages below. You click on the link and we can get you set up with an Absinthe package, dinner, show, nightclub, strip club, whatever you guys are looking for, male, female. We have just about everything, all right? So the show itself is fantastic. It's a big circus tent, okay? It's laid out like a big circle. There's really not a bad seat in the house, okay? There is an area where you can kind of get a couple, you know, seats next to each other with like a table in between you. I don't know, they got some weird names like the Green Fairy, something or other, and the Gaz tables or some weird names and whatnot. I can't remember all of them, but they will be on the link below. You can see the pricing and whatnot. It's not a cheap show, but it's also a good show, so it's kind of worth the money. You kind of get what you pay for over here. We are at the Caesar's Palace. Right behind me you can see the Caesar's Palace, and this is basically in the front of the Caesar's Palace. You can actually see the tent there. That blue tree is kind of like a courtyard, if you will, and you can go there before the show and have some drinks, get your buzz on or whatever, walk into the show in the tent, and then you're conveniently located right here by Omnia nightclub. You got the Drai's across the bridge here. I'm standing on the bridge kind of, and then you know, Marquee's right over there at the Cosmopolitan and Chateau at the Paris. So there's basically 4 nightclubs that are pretty good, all within walking distance here. If you guys want to go check out a nightclub after, you can just walk, okay, which is always kind of convenient when you don't have to, you know, get in a car and deal with the Ubers and Lyfts around here on a busy weekend. All right. Now the show itself is, you know, they have a kind of a main guy. They have kind of like a sub character, this girl, and she's, you know, they're joking around with the crowd, having some fun, kind of clowning around, talking all sexual, doing a bunch of different stuff. It's definitely an adult show. You're not going to want to bring kids to this one. And then they have really cool acts. This last show that I went to, there was a guy on a unicycle. That one really stuck out to me. There's also this guy in like this plastic tube. Pretty interesting. It was cool. And the last time I was here, one of the acts I do remember seeing. He's got like these 4 stand things, and he does all this crazy handstands and stuff. And then another act I remember seeing, there's like these 4 guys that do some really good aerobic stuff, and 2 I believe Polish guys that do a really good act as well. And there's some other ones too. There's a couple girl acts and whatnot. I really enjoyed it. So they keep the show moving pretty good. There are a little bit of pauses in between. I would like to see maybe a little bit more of the show instead of the talking and stuff. That doesn't really excite me. I like to see the cool acts. But you know, it's a good show. It's definitely, I would recommend it, and definitely come check this out if you're coming to Vegas. It's not cheap, but again, you kind of get what you pay for out here in Vegas. It's quality production. Another show that Spiegel World also has is called that Opium show, and it's funny because the last time I was here at Absinthe, I seen these guys. They did like this foot act, and it was like really insane. Probably one of the coolest acts I've ever seen. And tonight when I went and saw the Opium show, they had that foot act over there. So they definitely mix and match the acts a little bit since it's the same company. I'm gonna guess the Atomic Salon probably has some of the same acts too, and they kind of just rotate them around and keep the shows fresh. So it's pretty good. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on my cell, 773-459-8133. And if you like this content and you enjoy the little bit of flair that I give you guys about Las Vegas, make sure you go ahead and like this video and bang that notifications bell. And I'm Brian Pfeiffer. Hopefully you guys can keep subscribing and coming back for more from my videos about the Absinthe show here in Las Vegas in front of the Caesars. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.